My name is Andy Ritan. I am owner and broker of Ritan Property Group in Atlanta, Georgia. And in this video, I'm going to give you advice about late rent and evictions. The first thing to know about late rent and evictions is that the best way to protect yourself from having to deal with that at all is by screening your tenants thoroughly before you ever install them in the property. That's really key. You need to have an airtight lease and proper documentation. That's something that a property manager, like my property managers in my company, we take that very seriously. Property management is all we do. We go to landlord tenant court every month. We know exactly what needs to be in the file, what doesn't need to be in the file. You really need experience to know exactly how to prepare a contract for a tenant so that if there is a dispute that you will win. You need to have systems in place so that when the tenant does pay late, that you file the dispossessory right away. The time to file a dispossessory warrant is not 2 weeks or 2 months or 6 months after the tenant stops paying rent. In my company, for example, rent is due on the 1st, it's late on the 2nd, and we file our dispossessories by the 5th. It all flows like clockwork, and the fact that it does flow like clockwork prevents tenants from running up large balances. That's really key. If you wait for 6 months to file your dispossessory warrant and the rent's $1,000 a month, you've automatically got a 6-month debt, which in all likelihood you're never going to be able to collect. Whereas if you file that dispossessory on the 5th day of the month after they paid late, like my company does, you would be in a completely different financial position. If you are in trouble, if you're managing a property yourself and you have a tenant in place that hasn't paid the rent and you don't know what to do, I would say the best thing to do would be to contact a lawyer, hire a lawyer to begin eviction proceedings on your behalf in order to regain possession of the property for you, and then you can turn it over to a property manager. That's what many property managers say, and it used to be what I said. In the case of my company, I ran across so many people who were in so many screwed up situations with tenants that they had placed themselves, or that they had somehow wound up in a situation where they had a messy eviction on their hands. It didn't feel good to just say, call a lawyer and then call me when the lawyer has solved the problem for you. I'm not a lawyer myself, but I offer a service to landlords in trouble that I call Landlord Rescue, in which, as part of a package deal, I will evict your tenant, regain possession of the property for you, repair the property, market it, install a new tenant, and get rent money flowing back into your pocket. If you have any interest in that or any other questions about evictions, please don't hesitate to contact us.